Hey amazing hackers, I'm Torhat from HM Cyber Academy. Today we'll be looking at Behemoth 6 from over the wire, and this is the SSH command. Just hit enter and paste the password. So cd to Behemoth, and we have Behemoth 6 and Behemoth 6 reader. Interesting. So let's just execute Behemoth 6. Okay, it says incorrect output. Let's see ltrace. So it is trying to read Behemoth 6 reader. It is not looking for the password right now. It's looking for this Behemoth 6 reader, which is this one. And once it tried to open this, tried to have some string comparison with some text and Hello Kitty. So we need to somehow bring Hello Kitty into the picture right here. So let's see how we can do that. First of all, let's try to execute this Behemoth 6 reader. It says could not open shellcode. So as you can see, this part is given here. Whatever the output of this executable is taken by Behemoth 6 and it tries to compare it with Hello Kitty. So let's try to use ltrace on this as well. Okay, just try to open shellcode.txt and it could not open shellcode. And we don't see any shellcode.txt in this local directory, and we don't have permissions to create such file as well. So what you can do is create a temp directory. Okay, temp-t chmod 777 $this and cd $temp. Currently I'm in temp directory. So now I can create a shellcode. So I will create with the same name shellcode.txt because that's what written here. If I say echo something and move it to shellcode.txt, and if I cat that shellcode.txt, I have that content over here, right? So if I try to run ltrace right here, ltrace /behemoth 6 underscore reader. So now it looked at this shellcode.txt and it cannot process what is inside this, so it just creates some segmentation fault. And let's try to run directly and see what happens. It just creates a segmentation fault. So since you see shellcode, what if we bring a shellcode into this shellcode.txt? So if I go to this shellcode 606, I have the shellcode, so I can just copy paste it to my notes, and I can say echo -e quotations, and in between the quotations give the shellcode. Now send it to shellcode.txt. So let's use this command. Control C, paste it, hit enter, and if you type shellcode.txt, you get the shellcode. So now let's try to execute Behemoth 6 reader and see what happens. Okay, now it prints write your own shellcode. It doesn't want to use existing shellcodes. I want to write my own shellcode. So let's use ltrace on this. Then let's see what's going to happen. So since the output was this, so this output is taken as input to this Behemoth 6 and it replaced this with write your. So let's see what should be the output. So this file does not have much data inside this. Basically it will just try to compare whatever is the output and then it might give us a shell. So the main program is this one. So let's use pound debugger to analyze this file. So let's go here, Control C, paste, hit enter. Now I can use pound debugger. Let's go here, copy this and say pound debugger and this file. Just continue. So let's try to disassemble main. Alright, so this is the main function. So let's analyze this push value on this open function. So x/s give this address and it gave shellcode. So basically it tries to open the shellcode and print that shellcode. So let's copy this x/s and paste it here. So could not open the shellcode. So if there is an error, it will have this output. And if you scroll down, you see one more push instruction here. So x/s and see what this is. Write your own shellcode. And once you pass this function, you have another main function which might execute the shellcode. So basically we have to write our own shellcode instead of using existing shellcode. So let's see how we can do that. So we have something called pound tools, and you can use this command to create a shellcode. So you can say pound shellcraft dash list everything and just give me which ones have the echo functionality. So it gave a list of options and we have to select one out of them. So which one should we select? Should we select this architecture or this one or this one? So to check which one we need, you need to use the command uname-a. So if you type this command, it will just show you x86 and 64, x86, x86 and so on. So here you see i386. Out of this, we are using Linux system. So just copy this and use it to create your own shellcode. And you know that you need to just print Hello Kitty from that shellcode. So you say pound shellcraft and use that echo functionality space hello. Make sure you're using capital letters for H and K and just hit enter. And this is your shellcode. So we need to send the shellcode to shellcode.txt file. So how do you do that? Use the same command again and redirect the output to shellcode.txt. Just hit enter. If you just cat that shellcode, you have the shellcode with Hello Kitty. You cannot see the text here, but Hello Kitty is already inside the shellcode. So now let's try to execute Behemoth 6 reader, and the output is Hello Kitty. Since the output of this is Hello Kitty, so this will be replaced directly on Behemoth 6. So first I'll try ltrace and then I will give. So as you can see, we got something to read, and as you can see, we got the shell already. So currently we are in shell. So if I type who am I should get a response of Behemoth 6. You hit enter, and if you scroll up, you can see Behemoth 6 here. So basically we are in a shell. So I can just exit out of here and directly run Behemoth 6 program. Just hit enter. It will automatically read Behemoth 6 reader and you should get a shell. And if you type who am I, will give Behemoth 7, right? So now let's find password for Behemoth 7. So select this Behemoth 7 and send all the errors to /dev/null. And this is the password. Just cat that password here and you get the key to the next level. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this one and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.